slope is a number, first of all. Second, it measures basically how hard is it to walk on the line or easy. So if you've ever been on a treadmill, that should actually be pretty familiar to you, because think of slope as an incline, okay? Or if you ever been on a mountain and you're trying to go up or down, and how hard is it? So slope measures that, right? So, but it's just a number. How do we figure out the slope from a graph? That's going to be our objective number one. So given a graph, we want to find the slope of the line that we see. All right, so first of all, always remember that the first thing you need to do is figure out if the slope is going to be positive or negative. And it's always left to right. So just remember that just as you read, you go from left to right, same thing with the slope. So just imagine yourself walking on that line from left to right. You are going up, right? Because you're going up, so if you're going up, that tells you that the slope is going to be positive. So it is very common mistake to forget about the sign of the slope and then get it wrong just because of the sign. And you get really frustrated, like, why is it that my slope is wrong? And that's all because you just forgot a little minus. It does matter to you whether you're going up or down the mountain, right? So it's a big difference. Okay, so once we figure out that, let's say we're going up, then what we need to do is find 2 points on a line with integer coordinates. So generally, it doesn't have to happen, right? But for all our examples on the homework or tests, stuff like that, you always will be able to find 2 points that have integer coordinates, and then you are in business. So let's see. I think this one right here, you see that? That has integer coordinates, and this one right here. There may be more, but I'm just taking like just whichever ones I see right now. And so next we gotta write down what the coordinates are, right? We gotta label them. Okay, so let's take a look at the first point over here. We're going, so I always start at the origin and then try to jump. So I'm jumping 3 to the right and I'm jumping 4 up. So that means that the coordinates are going to be 3, 4. Okay, for this point, in order to get there from the origin, so this is like your point where you start your journey, right? So you would be jumping 4 to the left and 2 down. And so what you get is, if because you're going 4 to the left, that's going to be -4, and 2 down, -2. So we're going to see that the formula for the slope that you actually will not need to necessarily memorize is going to be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So what is that? So we're taking the y coordinates of each point and subtracting them. So we're going to have 4, which is the y coordinate, right, of the second point, subtract y coordinates of the first point, so that would be -2. And always when we subtract a negative, we got to put it in parentheses. And then you have on the bottom x2, which is this guy, 3, and then you're subtracting the x coordinate of the first point, so that's -4. So now when you're subtracting the negative, that's the same thing as adding. So you would get 6 divided by 3 plus 4, that's a 7. Okay, so that's 6/7. That's one way to do it. Okay, so that's if you have 2 points, that's how you would find the slope, and you don't even need the picture for that. But what if you have the picture and you really don't want to bother with all these coordinates and formulas and everything else? There is actually a faster way to do it. You can just draw a triangle. So draw a triangle such as these 2 points are going to be the 2 points of the triangle, and there is one other one that you need. So how do you get the other one? Well, you got to draw a dashed line horizontally until you get to this point, the x coordinate of that, and then you go up. Okay, and in that case, you can just say that slope is rise over run. Rise over run. Okay, so what's rise? Well, how high up did you go from here to over here? So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going 6 up. And here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 to the right. So 6 over 7. So either way, I got the same answer. See? So it's not so hard. The only thing you got to remember is the sign. In the geometric method, where you don't really look at the coordinates and just kind of see how many points you jump, you got to think, am I going up or down, and then figure out that rise over run. Make sure that you have incorporated the sign.